three. Good. Fry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And the basket by Thomas. And Vucevic, a growing celebrity in his native Montenegro, building on his family's basketball legacy.
Yeah, Vucevic, perhaps not a household name yet in the United States, but the way he's begun his career, that may not be the case for long.
On its way from Oladipo for 2. And it's Orlando with another.
Boy, that is a tough shot.
Bass with a screen for Thomas. And it's Boston with another.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Here's Payton. That's good.
Looks like he's trying to find a groove in this game. Just hasn't had it dialed in yet.
So the Celtics called timeout, their first. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. You know, the guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for the Celtics. Urebko comes in for Brandon Bass. Gordon's checked in for Orlando. Ridnour has come in for Payton.
Well, the Celtics certainly played with a lot of passion last year. They got off to a start that few thought they would achieve, but even playing with passion can't cover up the holes in the roster.
Here's Vucevic, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And here we have some expert playmakers at the 2-guard position. Since the All-Star break, these are the shooting guards averaging the most assists per game. Second, Victor Oladipo.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. They can really all create their own shot, but they're superb setup men as well.
You know, I enjoy seeing that mindset in a shooting guard where basically you're saying, I'm going to attack at all times, but if it's not there for me, I can drop a dime on you just as easily.
You got to give the Celtics credit, though. They were never really in contention for anything last year, but Clark, they played their heart.
Yeah, they did play hard, played with energy, and that goes a long way to trying to build a foundation of being successful going forward. It might not have done much for them last year, but that attitude is something they can build on. Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Ridnour kicks to Harris. It's Oladipo on the wing. Makes it off the glass.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
And the basket by Thomas.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
It's Oladipo on the wing. To the middle. Here's Gordon. And Boston with the rebound. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Yeah, that last meeting, they won the game, and remember, it was a huge day for the bench. I mean, they got some key points from their
tie game in Boston. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, Steve and Clark, your thoughts?
Solid first quarter for this club. They came out strong, and they've put together some nice momentum here.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good ones.
Thomas is out there with Avery Bradley. Then there's Urebko. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Turner in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
Avery Bradley out of Texas, one of the elite perimeter defenders in the NBA. A guy who can really give you nightmares bringing the ball up the floor. 6'2", but with long arms, and he can defend both guard positions. Really pressures the ball well.
And Thomas, here we go. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Orlando on D. On the wing, Turner. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Turner's got 5.
And despite his 6'2" size, it's pretty clear that offensively, Avery Bradley is not a point guard. He's worked hard on developing his ball handling, especially his left hand, but he's certainly at his best when he's playing off the ball.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Thomas. Out to Turner. Thomas goes in. Olynyk sets a screen for Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bradley can't get it to go. And you talk about Bradley playing the 2. He's worked to put weight on, up over, what, I think, Steve, 210 pounds, you were saying.
Yeah, looks like it. He looks stronger. He's added some weight. Remember, he underwent surgery on both shoulders a couple of seasons ago, but now he's healthy. And with that strength, with that defensive awareness, with the quickness, he's got the ability to be a really good player.
Here's Payton. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Payton's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jay Crowder comes in for Evan Turner. And Smart subbed in for Bradley. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, gentlemen, Kelly Olynyk grew up in a basketball family. His father was the head coach at the University of Toronto. Kelly said, "I had unlimited access to a huge basketball mind, which was unbelievable. He loved the game so much, and he had so much knowledge and experience. It really made me want to succeed in the game." Guys?
Great skill in that front. He fits right in. Thanks, Doris. And the dunk by Olynyk. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
And about Orlando and their stars, is it better, Clark, to have had stars and lost them, or to never have had stars at all?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather have them and lose them than not to have them at all. But Orlando has seen a lot of success for how long they've been a franchise. They'd like to be able, though, looking ahead, to keep that next star that's wearing the Magic uniform right now.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Oladipo for 3. Crowder pulls it in.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
Midnauer kicks to Oladipo. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Thomas passes to Olynyk. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Olynyk's got the lead up to 6 now for Boston.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
Smart dishes to Uredko. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot by Crowder, no good. The Magic trailed by 4.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I would say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Here is Ridenour. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. From deep. And a tight game here as we end the first half. It's the Celtics. They lead by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third.
Really an extraordinary game for Thomas. 12 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
Yeah, it is a nice number. He's taken it upon himself to really find his teammates and to get this offense going.
On the court for Orlando. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Ryan Vucevic are the power forward and center. And it's Payton in the point guard position. Passes it to Bass. The 17-footer. Another shot. Throws it up high.
And the lead just froze on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
No good from Fry.
Channing Frye missed all of 2012-13 with an enlarged heart. The condition got better, and last season seemed like he didn't miss a beat. He came back and shot the cover off the ball.
Bradley drives in. Shot is blocked. Payton outside. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. From beyond the arc. That doesn't go either for Payton.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
And guys, Fry, you know, as you try to put him into some kind of position or descriptive phrase, a stretch 4.
I think so, Kevin. But, you know, what's great with Fry is that he can also guard 4s and 5s. So when you can space the floor as a shooter but also defend the interior, then you're a two-way player, and it's easy to find the right matchup.
Got a piece of it. Thomas against Vucevic. And it's Boston with another. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And you look at the stat sheet from that night, I mean, the turnovers were just glaring. No way you're going to give up the ball as many times as they did and still win.
Well, not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense and force even more turnovers on the other side. That's the only way you're really going to be able to counteract giving the ball to the opponent at your end.
Bass with a screen for Thomas. Shot off the pick. And he gets the jumper to drop. Thomas got 16 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Vucevic with the bucket.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Here's Thomas. And again, it's Boston converting.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
On its way from Oladipo for 2. Bank shot, no good.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's